Big day, obviously, for Microsoft, highly anticipated. How important is mobile for you right now?
Very important. Now, obviously, the three kind of most important information devices in a person's life, in the sense of the TV, the thing that they can hold, the PC, and the phone. And the phone's an area where we've got a lot of work to do with the introduction of the Windows Phone. I think we've done something that's very different kind of phone, and we get a chance to go out and change the competitive landscape.
It is different. I've spent some time a few months ago playing with it and looking at the versions. If this is not as big a success as you hope it will be, what does that mean for Microsoft? Meaning, how much do you rely on this?
It's going to be well received, my opinion. We'll see whether that's this big or this big or this big. I don't know yet. People need to get their hands on the phones, see the software, see the whole experience, the way the apps come together. But I'm feeling very, very good, shall we say, and we just need to keep driving forward.
What do you think the key is, Steve, to a successful smartphone, not just a launch, but long-term here? I mean, you guys have talked about the fact, look, this is long-term for us. Our strategy is not just the first few months in that reception. What's the key? Is it actually how it operates, or is it also the hype surrounding it?
I think the way it operates is important, the speed with which we do new things, and the hype. What's the reaction? And there are a lot of things out there in the market today, and clearly one of them's got a lot of hype, and the other's a little more chaotic.
Tell me what you mean by that.
Well, you see this and that with Android and RIM and Apple and Nokia. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there. The truth of the matter is we certainly have seen Apple gaining market share, but the chance to be modern, the chance to be consistently, always delightful, that really exists out there, particularly against the rest of the guys. And to be more personal than the market leader, we think there's some great opportunities.
Explain that, because there is a big focus with this software on personalization, but you're also targeting enterprise customers and just the average consumer. You want them to take it from office to home.
Sure. People are people. They have a personal side of their life. They have a professional side of their life. They want to be able to pick up the presentation that they need for work, and at the same time kick back and find out what's going on with the people who are most important to them. So I don't believe in really separating those things. Obviously, some consumers will be more one or the other, and that's why we have a range of phones to satisfy them.
How do you stand out in an already crowded marketplace? What is it that makes this phone, in your opinion, different, and I bet you would argue better?
Looks different than anything else out there. Just start with that. It looks different than anything else out there. It's more consistent than anything you get from one of our competitors. It's very different than anything you get from some of the other competitors. It's brilliant, it's tailored, it's personal. I think it really pops.
What are the challenges? I mean, I know that you waited until this phone was what you wanted it to be to bring to market. So what are the challenges in this current marketplace when there is so much out there and so much that is different?
Well, there's a lot of hype, and there's a lot of great competitors. We think we have really built something that is different, that is delightful, and the consumer will be able to say, hey, this is mine.
So one of the things that I think is very interesting about this phone, you have Bing, Xbox Live, Zune, all integrated. So it seems as though this is critical to pushing all of those platforms forward as well.
You could have said Microsoft Office. It's kind of like Microsoft Plus, the work of thousands of developers all in your hand.
So when I was thinking about this launch, it reminded me a little bit of Bing. Obviously completely different, but you're coming out against entrenched competitors. Bing did surprisingly well, beat what a lot of people expected it to do. It's continuing bit by bit to gain market share. Do you think of it at all in a similar way?
I do. And I think people are going to be similarly impressed with the quality of thought and level of innovation that gave us the Windows Phone.
So there's been chatter about whether we'll see a Microsoft acquisition, whether it's the Adobe chatter. Some people say RIM would be a good buy for you. You certainly have cash on hand. Any talk about that? Any consideration of acquisitions, especially when it comes to mobile, since we're here at the mobile launch?
You know I wouldn't say anything.
I know, but I have to ask.
You can ask it. I won't say anything.
Okay. Talking about AT&T as the network partner, you made the announcement, you launched here with AT&T. To be fair, there has been criticism of AT&T's reliability as a network for smartphones. Why was AT&T the right choice for you? Is it the global?
We'll move to be on a variety of networks, no question. But AT&T has been a great partner for us on the TV space. We have the ability to take some of the same innovations that we built for AT&T to other parts of the world, We're launching in 30 different countries today, so great opportunity for us.